Do you know what today is? It's White History Wednesday. Hey, how you doing? This your girl MiashaLamis, and for those of you who are new here, this is White History Wednesday, specifically made for the people who said, "Why do Black people need an entire month to tell their history?" And for that, I give you 52 days every Wednesday. Ready to hear it? Here it go. So, did you know that the first color photo was created in 1861? Yes, 1861 by a man named Thomas Sutton. So ask yourself, why all the Jim Crow photos of them doing all those horrendous things, why are they in black and white if they had the capability to have color photos? It was designed that way so it can look like it happened so long ago. So today, when y'all president and other mutants say things like, "Oh, it was so long ago. You guys are just harboring things that were so long ago. Why are you so mad about it? Blah, 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 blah." It wasn't that long ago. They just want you to think that, and that's why the pictures are in black and white. Did you know that a black man created Hidden Valley Ranch? Yep, sure did. His name was Kenneth Steve Henson, and he was erased from his own legacy. How can you erase a man from his own legacy? I will never understand that. But here we are. This is what they do. White History Wednesday. Um, so I want to talk about the Casual Killing Act of 1669, where they made it legal for enslavers to kill enslaved black people during punishment, as long as it wasn't willful. Meaning, as long as they can prove that they didn't do it on purpose, it was fine. White History Wednesday. So I want to talk about the 761st Tank Battalion, the Black Panthers of World War II, an all-black tank battalion that fought bravely in World War II, but were denied recognition because of racism. When they risked their lives for America, they were treated as second-class citizens. Ask yourself why. Because still to this day, they don't think we are citizens. That's why they're trying to really erase black history from the military, as if we not the ones who built this country. Our people are the ones who, I still don't, you know what? I'm about to get on the go on the rampage, because why do people keep joining the military knowing that the military don't like us? Like all these new rules in 2025 that they making show that they don't want us fighting for the country. So I understand you got a job to do. I understand that. I understand that. But why that job? White History Wednesday. So we're going to talk about Crispus Attucks. He was the first American to die for America's freedom. But they don't talk about that. Schools celebrate the revolution, but skip over the fact that a black man was the first one to give his life for it. White History Wednesday, okay? We're going to talk about Camp Logan Mutiny in 1917, where black soldiers in Houston fought back against racist police violence and lynchings while stationed in the U.S. Instead of being treated like heroes, they were executed or jailed even though they were defending themselves. Why do y'all keep, you know what? I don't even know what else to say. After the Civil War, the Freedmen's Bank was created to help formerly enslaved people save and build wealth. But mutation officials, and I'm gonna tell you, let me pause for a second. I keep saying mutations because we found out a few weeks ago on White History Wednesday that all other races are a mutation of black people, that black people started everything. So with that being said, y'all keep telling me to stop saying Caucasian, so I might just say mutations. I don't know. Whatever come out my mouth. That's what happened. But anyway, the mutation officials mismanaged and embezzled funds, losing about $3 million in savings, and that's worth 75 million today of black wealth. And many families lost everything. But then y'all turn around and ask, well, why black people so far behind? Why don't y'all have wealth? Why don't y'all have this? Because it was designed for us not to. It was designed for us not to. And the fact that you asked that crazy ass question is baffling to me. Anyway, we're going to talk about the Missouri sharecropping evictions in 1939. 1939 was not that long ago. Now, thousands of black sharecroppers were evicted from their homes in the middle of winter after protesting fair wages. Imagine protesting for something you should have and then being treated worse. Families froze, starved, and were left homeless simply because they wanted better treatment. White History Wednesday. Now, in 1969, they used to dump bleach in swimming pools just to keep black people out. This is so diabolical to me because you literally will potentially harm yourself just to keep black people from getting ahead. You know how crazy that sounds? You literally will go without to keep black. Prime example. America is one of the most wealthy countries that they say we our dollar is worth the most, all of these things, right? But we are one of the only countries that don't have universal health care. Ask yourself why. Because they would rather go without than to make sure black people, like, you know what? White History Wednesday. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the invention of the traffic light by Garrett Morgan. A black man invented the modern traffic light, but most kids only hear about Thomas Edison and mutation inventors. Black inventors shaped America, but their contributions were often erased or stolen. Now that is important because they are building these all mutation compounds or towns, and they want to keep all other races out. I think it's important to keep in mind that when you're building this, don't add the things that we've created. Don't have no Hispanic restaurants, don't fry no chicken, don't have no chicken joints, don't have literally nothing that comes from other cultures, and see what that town has. White History Wednesday. We're going to talk about the medical experiments at Holmesburg Prison. Black prisoners in Philadelphia were used as test subjects for chemicals and medical experiments without consent. Now, these were real life lab rats for companies and universities who did not value their lives. White History Wednesday. Now, we talked about redlining before, but let's talk about how redlining created food deserts. Bank refused to lend black neighborhoods, which caused businesses and grocery stores to avoid those areas. And if they avoid those areas, how was people supposed to eat? That's why many black communities today still don't have healthy food options. History created it. And y'all be sitting here acting confused about the health issues that's going on. White History Wednesday. It was designed that way. Now, Lonnie Johnson was the inventor of the Super Soaker, which he was just awarded millions in unpaid royalties years after his invention. Ask yourself why. White History Wednesday. If you like what I do, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe on all platforms. Make sure you go shop my merch. Make sure you, if you want to get into content creation, get you a coaching, get you an ebook, whatever your little heart desires. But this has been White History Wednesday. Outro, take us out.